where a section of Gen Z youth have given the government a 36-hour deadline to effect further reduction on fuel prices and address the high cost of living, failure to which they will initiate nationwide protests. The youth have accused the political class of playing politics with the country's economy and the future of the youth. As our reporter Haman Kamariki now tells us, the group has further accused President William Ruto of making fake promises to the youth of the country. Listen in.
This group of youth are an angry lot. They say they are running out of patience with the government, which in their view has failed over and again to address the economic pressure facing many households in the country.
Cost of fuel should never be this harsh, is now asking for patience while shifting blames to previous regime. Alas, regime they were part of. Taxes remain high and the system like SHA are not delivering as expected, yet the cost of living for Kenyans counts to rise.
Dr. William Samuel Ruto and this regime must immediately, as Kenyans, we shall not be treated into these games.
Speaking on Thursday in Nairobi, they decried the recent hike in fuel prices, which they say shows that the government is insensitive to the already tough economic situations that has rendered more youth jobless. They add that the current regime is inconsistent and detached from the reality of things in the nation.
We are not going to be swayed by political intimidations. Hizi vitu tumezoea. Asisi tunasema hivi, sisi kama Linda Mwananchi hatutatishwa na mtu yote. We are going to stand with the people and ensure that we transform this country. And our leaders, whether they are intimidated, whether they are arrested, whether they are abducted, whether they are beaten up, like you did to Osotsi, we are telling you we are not going to be shaken.
Their concerns come amid rising questions over the government's decision to significantly raise fuel prices, only to review them downwards shortly after a move they now interpret as reactive rather than policy-led. Those aligned to the Linda Mwananchi movement now claim that the issues raised during the last Genz protest remain largely unresolved, maintaining that the government has yet to demonstrate meaningful commitment to reforms. Among the many concerns for many youth has been the high cost of living and the growing unemployment. Even as some observers point to the growing pressure from both civil groups and opposition voices as a possible trigger for the partial price review, many young people insist that the measures taken so far fall short of expectation.
Tuesday is Tuesday. If they cannot listen to our grievances, we are declaring mandamano on this Tuesday. I've talked to you cannot tell us that of current that common mwananchi uses paraffin.
Punguza bei ya mafuta. Mafuta ndio kila kitu hii Kenya. Bila mafuta hakuna maisha. Mimi kama young women nimetoka Gikomba.
In the next 36 hours, this fuel should be reduced so that our people will be able to cater for their needs, day-to-day needs. We who come to work every day, our children are hustling. We will not sit and watch them being ruined, their future being ruined left, right and center by this regime that has no sense for the common Mwananchi.
For now, the government has a 36-hour deadline to effect further reduction on the recently hiked fuel prices or deal with a nationwide youth protest. It remains to be seen what the government's response will be. Haman Kamariki, KTN.